Welcome back to the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester. It's day 2 of the Aspire All-Star National Tournament, and we've already had one fantastic final so far in the under-15 boys competition between North and London. North coming out with a win, a come-from-behind win, and we have the under-13 boys final up next between South and London. Kaz Bullock here alongside MMU's sharpshooting Eve Shadrick as we get ready to tip off in around 30 seconds time. So Eve, it's been a really great weekend so far, hasn't it? We've seen some really close competition and we've seen the future of basketball in this country.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a really exciting final to lead into this one as well, so they've set the tone high. Like, I'm ready for the next one.
They really have. This is our second final of the day, the under-13 boys competition between South and London. So teams coming out onto court, getting told to tuck their jerseys in. And it'll be South playing in red and London in purple. So teams having played earlier, it was South that finished unbeaten in the top of their group. And then London with a win in the London with a win in the second and third placed teams game to move to the final. But they're here, this is how they got here. So London and South for the tip. First possession goes to South. Adassa fading away, doesn't get it to fall, but watch out for Asha Adassa inside. Had a really strong performance earlier today. As London have it. Caleb Sarli kicks it down. Shots off the rim for Zach Barnard. And South take it down the floor. Zion Ado-Gidmajor, hands off. And a jump ball called. And it'll be London possession. Mika Henry setting things up for London. Henry looking for some space. Henry gets it back, a high arcing three. Doesn't go that time. And teams looking to get onto the scoreboard here. As a reminder, if you've not caught any of the earlier games, you are playing 6-minute quarters, so slightly condensed games here. As Adassa passes out, Ado-Gidmajor can't get it to fall. Henry over to Joe Dunn. Ball's picked up by Aravanthian and then over to Gifford. Ado-Gidmajor, Aravanthian. Notley. Aidan Notley working his way to the basket, gets the South onto the scoreboard. And London looking to answer. Henry. Sarli's shot's too strong and South back down the floor. Notley. Notley spinning. Can't get it to go. Good decision there from Zion Ado-Gidmajor.
Very high IQ play to throw it off the defender.
So it'll be South ball from the end line. They've got a 2-0 lead. Ball's into Gifford under the basket. And the finish from Adassa.
Big rebound as well with the one hand.
Yeah, that's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
With finishing.
Catching it behind your head.
Ball will go from the sideline. So substitution for London as DeAndre Echeves checks in. Muku Aravinthian goes to the bench. And Echeves, we saw him earlier on today playing against Central in that game around 10 o'clock. Was just a really big part of the team for South, just doing a really good player at setting up his teammates, but able to score when he needed to as well. Echavez. Adasa under the basket, gets his own rebound, cleaning up the glass and puts it back in the hoop. It's a 6-0 lead for South. Henry. Henry looking for a path, kicks it out. Shot short, it's tipped about, South have it. Oh, and taken away by Henry, but it'll be a step out of bounds for Mika Henry. He's one of those players you've got to watch because he's got such quick hands and gets straight to the ball.
Yeah, definitely when you're undersized, it's a really nice way of kind of playing to that advantage because the bigger players don't really expect you to try and steal the ball.
Ado Gidmajor with the floater. South take an 8-0 lead. Noah Willis for London, passes inside. Ball just goes out of bounds and South will have it. Echavez. Into Adasa. Adasa with the hook shot.
London looking to kind of get things going.
Willis, and that'll be a travel call. Good defense from the South. And South have come out really strong here as London want a timeout call, want to talk it over, but an 8-0 lead for South. And they've been led by 4 points from Asher Adasa.
Yeah, I'd expect to see London looking to crash the boards a little bit more. You've got Micah, he's attacking the glass, he's clearly trying to create something, he's finding the open players. The shots aren't dropping right now, but they will eventually. But yeah, they need kind of the other players now to swoop in and try and pick up some offensive rebounds because they're doing a lot of hard work on offense and then hard work on defense, sorry, and then kind of rushing it on offense and losing that advantage. So be interesting to see if they can kind of slow it down and try and keep the ball in their possession a bit more.
Because you do the hard work, don't you, on defense? You know, you get the stops and then it's trying to capitalize on the other end.
Yeah, and especially when you've only got 6 minutes to play in the quarter, you want to have the ball in your hands as much as possible. Like, if you're constantly playing defense, doesn't matter how many stops you get, you need to start putting the ball in the hoop. So, yeah, they're doing a good job. It's just, okay, how can we keep the possession? How can we try and take the ball out of South's hands? Because they're doing a good job in making an advantage at the moment.
So back out on the court, just over 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Gifford, and that'll be a 24-second violation. So there we go. So London get the stop, and let's see if they can capitalize now on this possession.
Yeah, exactly what we want to see.
Romael Echel-Rikabi checks in for London. And Henry will get it over the halfway line. Over to Caleb Sarley. Ball will go out of bounds. Oh, no, it's a foul. So first, and Echel-Rikabi will inbound. Echel-Rikabi with the floater off the rim. And South lead the charge. Adasa. Someone's lost a shoe, I think. Someone's lost a shoe. And Adasa can't finish on the putback. I didn't imagine that, did I? There was a shoe on the floor.
Yeah, no, definitely. He just managed to slip it back on quite quickly.
That's skill, that is.
That is.
Definitely. So London ball from the end line. And I'm not sure what we're waiting for here, but there is 1:22 to play in the first quarter. All games are live on the Basketball England YouTube channel from here in the main court. You can follow live stats, fixtures and results via Play HQ, and you can download the Hoops HQ app if you want the app.
And what I got to consider, Mr. Henry, turned the foul.
So London ball from the sideline. So inbound for London. London looking to get onto the scoreboard here in the first quarter. As Bo Riggs checks in for South, and Asher Adasa goes to the bench. Adasa with 4 points so far. Henry. Henry hands off. Rogers Morse puts it up. Oh, sinks it from outside. And Sydney Rogers Morse gets London onto the scoreboard in style. And does that kind of open things up a little bit for London once they see that first shot go through?
Yeah, there's a lot to be said about just seeing the ball go through the hoop. And yeah, now everyone's going to be shooting it.
And at the other end, Freddie Hollowood answering for South. Henry steps back, puts it up, rolls out. As Chavez over to Riggs, and Riggs, travel called against South. 19.1 seconds here, so London can hold for the last shot of the quarter. And an interception from Chavez, floats it up and in. Extends the South lead, 7 seconds. Henry. 2 seconds, Henry puts it up, that's short. So at the end of the first quarter, a 13-3 lead for South over London. And South having been and from Freddie Hollowood with 3 points. And then so with us having such short quarters and not really the break for half time, does that help London a little bit? Because you've started to get the momentum and
they've taken the game, but actually with a couple stops and a couple good offenses, they'll be right back in it. So looking at the scoreboard, just looking at how they're playing on the floor, we've had what you want to have, so they're trying to find open shots. Throughout all the other games, if you do that consistently, the scorable and they're super contested, you may not get there, but they're doing a great job of finding open shots, putting players in positions to be successful, and the more they do that going into the later part of this game, the more likely they are to be back in it.
Absolutely, and also we've mentioned that teams meet up throughout the course of the year. They play in the super regions, North, South, Central and London, so they don't often get that consistency. But also it's middle of July. Basketball sort of stopped for a lot of teams in May, so maybe it's been a little bit of a while before teams have played some sort of organised basketball. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be trying to find their rhythm again and get back into that routine, like how you prepare for a game. But in the summer, some of them have just broken up from school, so it's going to be lots of different factors that they have to navigate. But all a great learning experience as Micah Kamara Douglas can't get his shot to drop. And the interception, Hollowood takes it for South. Hollowood passes round, Ado Gidmajor gets the roll. So London ball from the end line. So ball's in. Dunn has it for London. Gets it over the halfway line. Echel Rickaby puts it up. Oh, what a shot from Romel Echel Rickaby. Cuts it down to a 10-point game. And a whistle against London. So substitutions for South, as I'll take it from the sideline. South unbeaten in the group, looking to go unbeaten throughout the whole competition in this final today. Archie Goodship out for South. Covers on the baseline. Out to Tyrone White, shot short. Saved, not quite saved in.
Sign definitely not saved. Yeah, it copped it. It's okay. At least he's okay.
Done. Willis. Noah Willis to the basket. South. Pulls into Dunn. Working against Kamara Douglas. Oh, Kamara Douglas takes it away and goes to the free throws to come for Michael Kamara Douglas. That's a really fun matchup there between Dunn and Kamara Douglas. There's two quick guards.
Yeah, very shifty as well.
And Kamara Douglas playing for the Milton Keynes Breakers at the under 12 level this season. 15.5 points a game this season. Had 37 points against Bedford as he looks to get himself onto the scoreboard here for South. And, oh, in and out.
Ladies and gents, quickly, there's a hotel key found over here for the Edward.
Gets the second. Micah Kamara Douglas gets himself onto the scoreboard and takes South to a 11-point lead. Barnard inside, that's a tough finish. As Kamara Douglas spins. Riggs back to Kamara Douglas from the elbow, won't go, but Riggs is there for the offensive rebound. Read the pass and takes it. What a finish from Kamara Douglas. I feel like he's everywhere.
Yep.
And Goodship hits from outside. And South with a 21-7 lead as we have a timeout called by London. They want to talk things over, but South really rolling here in the first half.
South are doing a really good job of just moving the ball quickly, finding the space, stretching the floor. London struggling a little bit. I think they're trying to rely on one or two players to kind of bring the ball up and run something on offense rather than everyone getting involved. A bit different to the under-15s London team that we just seen play, where early on in the game everyone was touching the ball. They were moving it really quickly around the three-point line, and the I've forgotten which team it was. I don't know why I've just North. Sorry, we're really struggling to keep up with them. But yeah, it's almost like the opposite's happening right now with this under-13s team. The ball's kind of getting stuck and staying still. So yeah, it'll be good to see.
Before, you know, this is the under-13s age group. This is a really young team, and lots of players. This will be the first time on this kind of stage. Maybe the first time playing with players outside of their team that they would play in the regular season. So lots to get used to, playing in front of a crowd.
Yeah, for sure. And also looking at the team sheet, like, there's not a lot of players that are from the same place.
Yeah,
so,
true.
Like, obviously some of the other teams we've seen, we've had borderline the whole team are on the squad. Whereas this, there's only, I actually don't see any. Oh, a couple Richmond Knights.
A couple of Kingston and a couple of Richmond, yeah.
But other than that, everyone's from different teams, so they'll definitely be trying to navigate that.
As White grabs the rebound for South. Good ship, can't get it to drop. Salih leading the charge, but Kamara Douglas gets a hand on it. London able to recover, but Micah Kamara Douglas has been a pest on defense. And 2 free throws to come here for London. There's a foul on the shot. Jaden Boakye at the foul line. Playing for the under-14s Brixton Topcats. What a legendary program the Brixton Topcats is.
I like that name too.
It's a good logo as well that they've got. As Boakye doesn't hit the first. Been averaging 9.3 points per game this season for Brixton. Dropped 23 points against the Huskies earlier this season and gets a roll on the second. Good ship over to White. Back to good ship, drives baseline. Riggs under the basket, double team. Back out to White, sets his feet and drills it from outside. Henry looks to answer and does. Willis back to Henry. Shots blocked from behind. White has it over to Goodship. White all the way to the hoop. Riggs is there for the rebound. We've got some bouncy rims today.
To be fair, the net being like that would annoy me.
It's all caught up.
Yeah.
Henry. White over to Goodship. Hollywood running the floor, sorts out the net.
Thank you. That's the only way he did that.
And since Tyrone White's come off the bench for South, he's been a real spark. He's got a few stops and really brought some energy for South. Oh. And that's a tough fall on the floor for Henry. And you hate to see that. You don't want to see that because it's really unfortunate to pick up any kind of an injury. But he'll get checked over. So big thank you to everybody watching live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe. You can stay up to date with all the action. We've got 3 days of action for you. The under-13, under-15 boys and girls competitions. We had games yesterday. We've got games today, and we've got games tomorrow. So we'll be tipping off tomorrow from 9 o'clock on the Basketball England YouTube channel. If you like what you're seeing, come on down to the National Basketball Performance Centre. Come and watch these teams in action. You can grab your tickets. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic day. We have the girls' finals taking place. So lots more to come. And Mika Henry is just helped off the court, so he'll get seen to. Really unfortunate for them to see him go down because he's leading the offense for them.
Yeah, definitely. He's been really trying to push the pace and trying to attack the basket. But also, it'll be interesting to see now, can someone else step up? Can someone else try to take a bit more of a leadership role on offense? Especially because he's obviously just been pushing the floor and playing such good defense. So yeah, it's now an opportunity for someone else to step up.
The ball's in, Salih. Not able to get there as it's a kicked ball, so South will have it. So Goodship will take it from the sideline. South possession, they're up 15 here in the first half. Ball's into Echavez. Hollywood. Archie Miles drives to the basket, draws the foul. So Archie Miles with 2 free throws here for South, a chance to increase their lead. Miles playing for the under-14 at Solent Kestrels this year. Was named Solent Defensive Player of the Year and averaged 11.2 points per game. I always think it's really great when clubs have their awards that they share out just to recognise players.
Yeah, for sure. I think, especially at this age, it's good to recognise as many players as possible. There is a bit of controversy by kind of, for me personally, I think it's something, it's nice to praise your teammates. It's nice to have people on the team that you look up to and kind of get that little bit of friendly competition. So I think as long as it's done in a way that's kind of positive and proactive, then I think it's brilliant. I think it's lovely to see them getting recognition for all the hard work that they're putting in.
Exactly. Oh, Hollowwood from outside. I always like it when you have a Players Player of the Year, right? And that's really nice that other players can recognise their teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think like there's always room for kind of review and there's room for just praise as well as kind of looking forward to the next season and thinking, okay, this person did all of this, and it wasn't necessarily on the court as well. Especially when they're young, they're spending so much time together. It's good to kind of recognise the non.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Echavez looking to pass out. 10 seconds for London here. Sarli, 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Sarli puts up a three. Not that time. South over London. South having been led by Freddie Hollowwood. 8 points personal. And then Ado Gidimajor. And for London, it is Romeo Rogers-Morse with 3 points, along with Mika Henry. Welcome back as we get ready for the second half between South and London in this under-13 boys final here at the National Basketball Performance Centre. 28-10, South are leading London. Even maybe a similar story to what we saw in the under-15 boys game just before.
Yeah, for sure. I think with the pace of these games, there's definitely. But I also think they're just not playing to their advantages right now. They're kind of not sharing the ball as much as I would expect. So I think they'll be, I think they'll definitely have something else to give in this second half.
And London currently without Mika Henry at the moment, so he picked up an injury in that first half, and he was doing such a good job of really leading who's going to step up into that role.
Yeah, for sure. They've got a lot of talent on this team, so hopefully the coach has had a word with them and kind of said, right, he might be out, but it's up to you guys now to finish the job.
And great hands there from Roel Echel-Rickaby. And the coach on the sideline enjoyed that. Coach Semendo for London as... Again, you can see how hard he's working. Echel-Rickaby doesn't come up with the steal, but that's 2 possessions in a row. He's had his hand to knock the ball away. And then just at the other end, DeAndre Echavez stops And substitutions for South here. So London ball from the sideline. Michelle Rickaby gets it in. Lumsden. And Michelle Rickaby gets it back. Doesn't finish, but it's out to Sarli. Michelle Rickaby with a hook shot. Doesn't drop, but he has really come out strong here in the second half. So London ball again from the end line. Michelle Rickaby to inbound. Bowache to the basket, not that time, and London, they've been getting some looks there, just not dropped for them.
Yeah, no, I think there's been the same story throughout the first half of the game as well. They were getting some really good opportunities, just it wouldn't keep shooting.
On the read from Michelle Rickaby, all the way to the basket and lays it in, and he deserved that after.
Yeah, that was a lot of hard work went into those. About time that one dropped.
A great read of the pass.
Great take from Zion.
And the finish on the putback. Adasa.
It's right there.
Now to 8 points for South. South stretching out their lead. Jaden Bowache, excuse me. Bowache gets it back. Passing inside, it's knocked away. Echavez has it. And a pass over to Ado Gidmador. As the South putting up the points in the third quarter. Bowache over to Barnard on the baseline, but we've got a whistle on the floor. So substitutions for South. And for London. We've watched a lot of basketball today.
A lot of basketball. You've watched twice as much as me as well.
So Noah Willis to inbound for London, looking to get some points onto the board. Echa Rickaby, a high arcing three. That looks good from here. Miles Notley drives to the basket. And the putback underneath the hoop for South.
What a great defense.
And a foul on the floor, so foul is before the shot. It is London ball from the sideline. Rogers Morse checks in, and Ramel Echel Rickaby heads to the bench, and for a well-deserved rest for Echel Rickaby. 4 points, but really being disruptive on defense. Willis. Oh, Willis behind the back, takes it, can't finish.
For the rebound, but was out of bounds.
And London take it again from the end line. So they're getting the chances here. They're getting the chances on offense. Just haven't been able to get the ball to drop.
I think also when like South are committing quite a couple fouls now, or like they're knocking the ball over, they're really disrupting their momentum, which is making London's job so much harder. So fair play to them for still getting good open looks, but South are doing a really good job of disrupting them. I don't know what I would have done if I just witnessed a dunk at an under 13s level, to be honest. I was a little bit speechless just then.
Did you see Shea Collins who is 16 years old, nearly dunked last week at Hoopsix, at the Hoopsix Pro Am. She was went up one-handed, so she can do. She's done it in practice, and I am convinced she's doing it in the game very soon.
Yes, and I want to be there when it happens.
She's so substitution here for London. .3:02 to play in this third quarter. Ball's over the halfway line. Oh, nice spin. Ado Gidmajor finishing for South. And just scoring in any way they want to. As the ball goes out of bounds, last touch South, so stays with London.
South are doing a really, really good job defensively at the moment. They're just everywhere on every pass, every possession. They're getting there. Even if they're not necessarily forcing a turnover, they're forcing a bad shot or a bad pass.
Adasa to the basket. 2 free throws to come. Yeah, they're being very disruptive, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just annoying. Whenever you play against a team like that, it does really get under your skin. So I can imagine there's quite a lot of frustration at the moment in the London squad. And it's going to take a little bit of composure to get settled and kind of try and steer away from that frustration.
And it's really important, isn't it, to be able to I've said it a lot today, but to learn from that and to learn how to play with that and to learn how to play against it. And what do you do in those kind of situations? Because teams and players might not have come up against it before.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think if you can't take anything from this tournament, you have to learn something. Do you know what I mean? So there's so much knowledge here in this room. There's so much to experience. So I think even you've got to kind of put the emotion aside and think, actually, in 5 years' time, or when I'm playing as a professional, when I'm in college or whatever, I'm not going to be thinking about this one game.
Yeah.
But the things that you're going to learn in this type of tournament, you will be still using well beyond that. So, yeah, they are still very young, and it's up to the kind of coaching staff and their support networks to be like, look, it would be awesome if you win, but there's something so much bigger here that isn't just winning.
Which can be kind of hard at that age.
Absolutely. I mean, it's still hard at any age. If you're a competitive person, you just want to win. Yeah. But no, for sure, it's definitely something that the players that will take basketball far, and that will be their career. They'll be taking every tiny bit of information they can learn in tournaments like this, and then taking it back with them when they go back to their own clubs.
So back out on the floor, and it's free throws here for South, as Asha Adasa will be shooting 2. So playing under 14 for the Sussex Storm this season, where he's been averaging 7.7 points a game. Banks in the first free throw. Had a huge 42-point game against Worthing while he was playing for the under 13 Horsham Hawks. So playing across age groups, as doesn't get the second to drop. London. Fouls against South. So a 37-12 lead for South over London here. Oh, where did Micah Kamara Douglas come from? Flying over from the other end of the court.
He's everywhere. He just wants to be involved, and do you know what? That's why he's still on the court, because he's getting on everything.
Ball's into Dunn. London looking to set something up. And an 8-second violation in the backcourt, so ball goes back with South.
The South get another chance to go now.
And Mert Hughes checking in for London for the first time. South have the ball from the sideline. And, that's great news for London there. Mika Henry just coming back out onto court after taking that knock in the first half. So that's a really big boost for London to see him back out there. You can see players there. So we obviously have games going on both courts. You've got a whistle from one court. You can see players maybe hesitate a little bit as to where it's coming from.
Especially when it's a physical game like this, people are a lot more sensitive to the whistle because they think it's for them. So yeah, I think we're going to see a bit more of that as the game goes on.
So Zion Ado Gidmajor at the foul line for South, playing for the Spartans this season at under 14s. Had 18 points against Sussex. And doesn't get the roll on the second. Ball's tipped. And London have it. Use. Needs to get the ball over the halfway line and will. So stays with London. London ball from the sideline. And over on court one, we've got Central. No, we've got North girls and South girls at the under 13 group. North with a 23-19 lead at the moment, as you can see there. Get your split screens going. You can watch both games at the same time. And teams looking to book a place in the final tomorrow, the under 13 girls final at 1:15 tomorrow. But right here, right now, it's the under 13 boys final, and South with a lead against London. Echavez kicks it out. Kamara Douglas, too strong. Henry.
Bring it up, looking, searching.
Use runs into a wall of defenders as Willis drives baseline. And you can see the South defense just making it really difficult to get inside.
Yeah, and I think London are doing a much better job of drawing the fouls now. At first, they were kind of letting South dictate what they should do and not do, but now they've gone from 0 fouls to 5 fouls, and London are doing a fantastic job of protecting the ball a little bit more and forcing the contact on the body.
Playing for the Hackney Wolves this season. And gets a second, 2 of 2 from the line. Gifford kicks it out to White. Echavez pulls up, that's short, but rebound for Riggs. Can't finish on the putback, and ball's going to stay with South. Gifford. Hollowood back to Gifford. And again, stays with South, so 5 seconds on the shot clock.
5 seconds on the clock.
Substitutions, Archie Miles checks in.
Can they get the shot off?
White gets the ball into Gifford, 4 seconds. Echavez off the rim. Henry with a long pass down the court to Willis. Not able to finish that time. Final minute of the third quarter. Ball's kicked and will stay with South.
It's a great start. Noah doing what he can to slow down the fast break.
So Gifford into Echavez. Echavez with the run. Under up here in the third quarter. Henry. Henry trying to create some space. Boache fading away. won't fall, and a step out of bounds, so London will keep it.
Tyrone stepping out of bounds. Possession staying with London. 14 seconds on the clock. 28 seconds left in the quarter.
So fresh 14 for London. Boache looks to get it in. Henry's there.
What a time.
Pass is deflected. And White all the way, leaves it short, but Miles is there for the rebound, doesn't get the finish.
What a pass.
And Henry not able to save it in time.
9 seconds to go. South.
So 9.6 seconds, and South can hold for the last shot of the third quarter.
Absolute performance.
Echavez, 5 seconds, kicks it out, Hollywood. Hollywood, the long two, backs it in, and that's Hollywood for Freddie Hollywood. And a great end to the third quarter there for South, as Freddie Hollywood takes himself up to 10 points and extends the lead for South.
Yeah, there was great composure on the last play as well. He kept an eye on the clock. He made sure he had enough time to get a shot up, but he shot with confidence. He knew there was people open with him as well that he could have given the ball to, but he knew what he was out there to do. He knew that he was capable of scoring it as well. And you know what? When you're up by 20 plus, as you should,
take it,
yeah.
Take it. And we can see there, it was 11-4 that quarter for South. So that was South's lowest scoring quarter of the game so far. So has that London defense played a part in that?
Definitely. And I think they may have been a little bit rattled by such a good job of trying to draw those fouls in the late part of that quarter, which it always makes you play a little bit more reserved. If you've given up a few fouls, you are just going to start trying to adjust a little bit, which is, yeah, it just means you're on the defensive automatically. So, yeah, definitely credit to London there. But South so far doing a really good job to maintain the lead.
And South, they came through the group stages, so they were unbeaten and finished top of their group. 3 wins from 3, and they're looking to get 4 from 4 here. So 10 more minutes to play. And South, they've got time on their side here, so they can use the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd want to see them just trying to slow it down a little bit and getting easy open looks.
As ball's loose underneath the basket, and jump ball's called. It'll be London possession. And passes a bit too strong, so ball goes out of bounds. South get it back. Gifford pulls into Echavez. And Henry comes up with it for London.
London still have 5 minutes to get back into this.
Henry, hands off. Kamara. Omar Kamara going inside. Dives on the ball. And a jump ball called. Oh, was that a foul?
I think so.
That was a foul. That was a foul.
Foul on South.
London go again from the side. Substitutions there for South. Michelle Rickaby will inbound for London. Michelle Rickaby puts it up from the foul line, doesn't get it to fall. In from Ado Gidmajor. Increases the lead for South. Henry. Working against Echavez.
Teammates open.
Henry finds a way to the basket, banks it in.
From the young Mr. Henry. Showing off some handles there.
Gifford lines it up, knocks it down. And Felix Gifford gets himself onto the scoreboard for South.
South pushing the lead 44-16. Here's the matchup.
Henry has it for London. Passing under the basket. Adassa has it. Hollywood kicks it out. Shot doesn't drop, and a foul. Foul against London. Oh, sorry, that's a foul against South. So that's their second team foul. Henry. Michelle Rickaby around the outside. Back to Henry. Henry. Oh, nets the three. What a shot from Mika Henry.
Yeah, I feel like he was sat on that bed over there with his bad leg, thinking, oh, if no one else is going to do.
Henry now with 7 points for London. And travel called as the shot is waved off. But Henry as well, sure, he can shoot from outside. He gets to the basket. He's that pesky. Gifford's shot's too strong. Pulled down by Kamara. Henry has it. Henry averaging 37 points a game at the under-12 level for the Thunder this season. I think he's showing exactly what he can do as his shot just spins out there. The pass is intercepted by Kamara. Henry. 3-on-1 break. Henry will take it all the way, scoops it up and in. And he's up to 9 points personal. And the up and under from South doesn't drop for Notley. So ball out of bounds, and we've got a timeout called by head coach Darren Johnson for the South, alongside his assistant Jamie Tong, that wants to talk it over with the team. But South have put on a really strong performance here, Eve.
Yeah, no, for sure. They made the work, well, they did the work early to make the lead, and now they're doing a really good job of just ticking away, keeping the score going up slowly. But London are doing such a good job at trying to bring it back. Like, to bring it back to this score, even though it doesn't look like they're right back in it, the momentum, like we talked about before, it's definitely London's momentum right now. So even though it feels like it's too late in the game to make the overall difference, there's definitely, like, if we cut it into 2 halves,
yeah,
I think it would be a very different story. So yeah, like, all credit to London to be able to do that even when the score isn't in their favour.
And to keep pushing, because you'll be in games like that, and each game, again, you know, there's something you can take for it as a coach. Going to try a new rotation. You're going to be able to practice something that you won't be able to do in a practice when you're in a real life game situation.
Exactly, and also, like we said, like, these are only 6-minute quarters. So if each quarter had another 4 minutes on it,
yeah,
they could have easily brought it back to a lot closer. So yeah, definitely a lot to take from.
As Henry threes off all the way, and Anibi gets the rebound for London. Ruben Anibi, ball's taken away by Notley.
From number 13.
As Echavez passes over to Hollywood. And the step back three, Freddie Hollywood. Up to 13 points for South now.
7th wins this game.
Henry drives inside. Oh, a tough. And a substitution for South, but Mika Henry, 11 points. Just finds a way to the basket.
We got subs coming in.
Had a 65-point game against Barking earlier this season, and 59 points against Newham, where he hit 5 threes. So he's a pure scorer.
Yeah, he's used to that. This is no new fate for him.
These guys really need to support.
From him.
We got subs coming in.
So a substitution as Gus Livingston comes in for London.
49
Omar Kamara goes to the bench.
Can the South keep this lead?
So South up here. We're just putting some time back on the clock. There'll be 1:32 to play in the fourth quarter in this under-13 boys final. As Echorukaby looks to get the ball over the halfway line. Good defense there from Archie Goodship, knocking the ball away.
Look at the energy from the South. These boys are locked in, ready to go.
And the ball is coming over here.
Leading the charge with energy, which we love to see.
Stays London possession.
I think they can feel it. 1 minute, 22 seconds.
South 1:22 away from being crowned champions.
Big steal.
That's Hollywood, long pass down the court. Notley doesn't get it to fall. Kamara Douglas gets the rebound, steps back. Not that time, but Riggs, another chance. That'll be a, was it a jump ball or was it a foul?
I actually don't know what call they made in the end, but he did land on the basketball.
A fall there, so we'll just have a stop while he's seen to. And 49-23, South leading London here in the fourth quarter, 1:04 to play. South closing in on that under-13 title. And over on court one, we've got a close game between North and South girls. North with a 2-point lead over South. 1 more quarter to play in that one. And then coming up, the last game of the day over on court one will be at 5:30, Central and Scotland under-15 girls. And this weekend, Eve, we've had the super regions, the North, the South, Central and London at the under-13s and under-15s levels, but also in the under-15 tournament, Scotland and Wales have been included this year. So it's a really good opportunity for them to play against some international competition and some players and teams that they wouldn't normally play against.
Yeah, for sure. And also just adding 2 more games into the 2 more teams into the mix does just make the weekend even more intense, which is just great practice for tournaments in the future. So it's just nice to be able to make this event more of an event, and having lots of people coming down, bringing more attention to basketball. It's all good things, and yeah, it's good to see, and hopefully in the future we can bring that down into the under-13s level as well.
Yeah, definitely. So just over a minute to play. Back on the floor, it's South ball. Hollywood. Good shit. Hollywood steps back, and that'll be a 24-second shot clock violation. So good defense there from London. And London go from the sideline.
Joe, bring up the
Done. London looking to finish strong here as Lumsden hands off. Use.
UC.
Ball's knocked away by Riggs. Over to Goodship, saves it in, over to Miles. Miles has it, fading away, not that time. And done off the back iron. And jump ball is called. South possession, 21.6 seconds.
21 seconds, 49 to 23.
Clara Douglas inbounds. Goodship has it. And South, they can dribble this out if they want to, but they'll need to get it over the halfway line first. And
As they hold on to the ball, let's give them a round
they
of
will
applause, ladies and
hold
gentlemen.
on to the ball. 49 to 23 over London. And congratulations to South there, your under-13 boys Aspire All-Star champions for 2026. A really well-deserved win. They came out with intensity to start the game, Eve.
Yeah, they really set the tone early. They just showed a lot of team basketball. They set the tone. They played with momentum. They played good defense. As soon as London tried to make the adjustment in the second half, they readjusted again. So, yeah, all credit to them. They did a fantastic job. Everyone was contributing. And it's really good to see. It's lovely to have a team that's like been dominant all tournament actually get to win in the final as well. So.
Yeah, and they make 4 wins from 4, so unbeaten throughout the competition.
Yeah, they deserve that.
They were led by Freddie Hollowood with 13 points. Zion Ado-Gidamajor, 10 points for him. And 9 points from Asher Adata. And then for London, Mika Henry, 11 points personal for Henry. Ramel Echelrakabu with 4 points, and I don't know how many steals he had in that game, but felt like so many. And Sydney Rogers-Morse with 3 points. And for London, you know, it's tough to come to a final and to come up short, but as we said again, there's so much more we're going to see from all of these players out there.
Yeah, for sure, and a special mention to Micah Henry as well, because to be able to pick it up after taking quite a hard fall earlier in the game is really, really impressive. And yeah, he's going to be a cracking player in the future.
He certainly is. Yeah, 9 points in the second half after that 2-point first half, and just showing off his range as well. Just being able to score from wherever he wanted to.
Yeah, and not only offensively in terms of scoring, but in terms of finding his teammates, trying to run offenses, make plays, and then obviously defensively just being a pest, getting in the way, forcing turnovers. Yeah, he was just an all-round star today, and I hope that he's not too disappointed with the loss, and will be able to take that back into his home team, taking it into next season.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure they will. And for South as well, a really well-deserved win there. And we'll wait for the presentation of the winners and runners-up medals and the winners' plaque. And over on court 1, it's a 5-point game between North and South in the under-13 girls game. North with a 41-36 lead. So London head to the table to collect their runners-up medals. And it's a massive achievement to make the final, isn't it? You've got 4 teams here, one of the last 2 teams standing. And it shows how well you've played throughout the rest of the competition.
Yes, and definitely, I think one thing that's different about this tournament now, 5 years down the line, all 4 teams are so talented. And that's like no discredit to the teams before, but like there's been such a push for talent, and they've been training better. Just the quality of the games that we're seeing is just like second to none. So it's definitely no mean feat to get to a final. It's a shame that they weren't able to execute on the day, but yeah, so much positive things to take from that still.
There really is, and yeah, it's that parity, isn't it? It's not weighted in any kind of regions.
No, exactly.
Favour.
Yeah, it's really good to see.
So London picking up their runners-up medals, and for South as well. Again, they came out strong. We said it before, but they really just kept up that pressure the whole game, and they were able to stick to their game plan and play how they wanted to.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was trying to do the maths yesterday, of how many kids are in this tournament, and it's insane that there's this many kids and the quality of basketball doesn't falter.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I know for a fact that there's people that aren't here today that are also extremely good at basketball. So
yeah,
basketball's definitely on the rise.
It really is. And South will go up and play their 20 teams this weekend. So 20 teams, 12 players on a team.
Each team, yeah.
And number 7.
And it is really great to see, isn't it? Just the growth of the game, and so many
providing exposure to some of the kids that won't necessarily get noticed in their home clubs. So yeah, it's really good. It's a really good opportunity for everyone involved.
So coming up after this game, over on court 1 at 5:30, we will have Central and Scotland playing the channel, and then we'll be back 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Here on the main court, we will have South and Central in the under-13 girls competition, and over on court 1, South and Wales in the under-15 girls competition. And then we'll be bringing you the under-13 and under-15 girls finals tomorrow, so still lots more to come. You can like and subscribe to the Basketball England YouTube channel. Keep up to date with all the action. If you've missed any of the games, you want to go back and watch them, you can do just that. So check out the Aspire playlist on the YouTube channel.
Captain, would you like to step up, Captain? Captain, who's captain? Let's give them a round of applause one more time for the South champions.
So South are your under-13 Aspire All-Star champions for 2026. Congratulations to them as they pick up Douglas, taking it back to the team. And a 49-23 win for South over London. Congratulations to South.
It's been a long weekend for these boys.
And congratulations to North in the under-15 boys competition.
London's very own Caleb Samuel.
And we will have the All-Star 5s announced. So for London,
Next up,
Caleb Sarley. And Mika Henry from London as well.
Listen, I've enjoyed seeing this young man play today here from Team Central, Alvin Lynn.
Oh, Alvin Lynn. If he's here for Central, he's just been announced.
Can we step up? If not, can we get a representative?
But Alvin Lynn, you would have seen the game before because you were working, but his passing, oh my goodness, it was so smooth. It was so good.
I'll have to go back and watch it.
I just want to see highlights of it for him. And so unfortunately Alvin Lynn not here to pick up his All-Star 5 award.
Let's give a round of applause to South.
As Asha Adasa for South.
Well done, young man. Now,
and Matthias Lawson has picked up Alvin Lynn's All-Star 5 award.
Our MVP of the All-Stars 5v5 under 13s, DeAndre Shalvey.
And the MVP, it is DeAndre Echavez for South. Congratulations to DeAndre. MVP 5 from the competition. We've seen some absolutely fantastic talent out on display this weekend. Girls competition coming up next at 5:30 on Court 1, and then tomorrow from the YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe. A big thank you to all our Sport England and for Basketball England and for putting on such a fantastic display this weekend. And a big thank you there, and a big thank you to you, Eve, for joining me today.
And a big.
So let's do it all again tomorrow. Keep it locked to the Basketball England YouTube channel for the next game coming up in the girls competition, Central and Scotland, and we'll be back at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
once again.